Hi everyone, it's Raymondo here. So today, basically, what I want to do is a little podcast. Um, so yeah, ignore the fact that we're on Flight Simulator. I just figured this would be a good way to create um, a bit of an audio podcast for you to enjoy. Just basically want to give you a bit of an update on everything that's happened and is happening on the channel over the next few weeks, leading up to Christmas. So, as you know, on the channel, we are currently in France, heading down the coast to the Vendée. So, I hope you enjoyed the first part of the holiday, where we stayed at the Renolean at Perros-Guirec, and as you can see, those granite rock formations, pink granite, absolutely amazing to see. And the only true way to see it is to be there. I tried to convey it in a way so you could see the rock formations. It was quite difficult for me. The area was really busy, and so I had to pick times when to fly the drone when I thought I wouldn't be impeding on people's privacy. It's really difficult to do though because there's so many people walking about. But yeah, we obviously we were only there for a week and we covered quite a lot of the area, and we also got to meet our friends from Guernsey, who I did mention in one of the videos. We met them years ago on a holiday in France. The kids were playing together at the park. We were still talking to each other, and that's it. You know, we've had a pretty good relationship. We've had the chance to see each other since, but it's not been for long. It's only been for a day or two at a time, unfortunately. I'd like it to have been for longer, but it is what it is. So yeah, we had a fantastic time in that part of France, and now we're moving further down into the Vendée. So as you may have seen on the most recent upload, I took a walk around the Littoral campsite. So that's probably our fourth time visiting that campsite. Before COVID and after COVID, this was the first time in a few years that we've been to France. So it was great to walk around and have a quick look at the updates. There is some new caravans there now. On one side of it, the luxurious part, obviously, where they charge a lot more money for the rentals. But yeah, the campsite was still full. It was still busy. Lots of English people there, Irish people there, Spanish people there, Dutch people there. Our kids loved playing football with the all the Europeans basically. He had a great time. He hung around a lot with a child from the Netherlands, which was great. So yeah, he really enjoyed the week there. So did Jasmine, and we did let them stay out quite late at night, just playing basically. So yeah, I'm going to take you to different areas in a very short zone from where we stayed. Basically, we didn't do a lot of travelling. But we do go to some fantastic beaches. We go to Talmont St Hilaire. We had fantastic weather, so we did go for a swim, and we did pick beaches near where we stayed. We would go to Jard sur Mer. We have a walk along the coast, which was quite funny because we selected this walk to do, and to drive into it, there was no cars at all. And we got into the car park, and there was quite a few cars, and I was like, "Wow, there's more cars in here than I expected." Anyway, we carried on walking along, and there was a big sign that said beach to the left, but we weren't going to that beach. We carried on walking. Well, it's a good job we didn't go to that beach because it was a nudist beach. I think it would have been a bit of a shock for the kids if we'd walked onto that beach, but that explains why there was a few cars there. So yeah, I'll do a little bit of drone footage along the beach. Not the nudist beach. And we do a few other things. So we go to a labyrinth. We go to a small little town called Arville. And then we go into the city of Sables-d'Olonne. and we do a walk around there. So yeah, and then we will basically come back from there, go to St Malo. So we have a walk around St Malo, so I'll show you that because that's worth seeing. That's quite enjoyable to watch. And then that, guys, will be France done. And that is basically taking the channel right up until the new year. And then we've got something else coming up. So I'll basically have a break where I'll just upload a local upload of a local walk we did. It's not even a big one. It's just some B-roll footage really that I put together. And then we're off to another European destination, and there'll be a lot of footage coming from that area. So I'm hoping that'll take us to the end of January straight February, and then we'll see where we go from there, guys. I have got a lot planned for next year. We have got quite a few vacations booked in, so hopefully I can bring quite a lot of content to the channel. I will be continuing the geocaching. That won't be stopping. We are trying to get to 1,000 geocaches for this year. It's going to be difficult. We are going to try and do it, but we have something. We have some sort of activities that we have to do now on Sundays with my son. So he plays rugby, so it's tight getting any geocaching done because we only get that one day free. So we are trying to do geocaching, but it's going to be difficult while the season's going ahead. So because I've got to obviously transport him around to a lot of different places for his games, and yeah, it's quite widespread. I've got to be honest, we do have to do quite a bit of travelling. So yeah, so that's where we are with that. What I'm going to say is regarding the channel. Now, as you know, I'm over 1,000 subscribers, so a massive thank you to everybody that has supported the channel. That is absolutely fantastic. It's growing slowly, but I don't expect it to be quite rapid. And I think now YouTube Shorts and the TikTok generation has changed everything on YouTube. I've seen people mention about the algorithms and how the channels are not doing very well and they're not getting a lot of views. The problem is, and I can vouch for this with my children, Lewis in particular, that they are a TikTok generation. They basically watch shorts, they watch TikTok shorts, and they flick through shorts. Yeah, and that's just how it is nowadays. You know, adults don't have time to be sitting on YouTube for half an hour at a time. They just don't anymore. You know, but some of us don't do these channels for you know, we do it for our personal reasons to just make enjoyable content. But you know, if you get the views, that's brilliant. But unless you're doing something that people want to watch, I'll give you an example. I know a YouTuber who had 400 subscribers, and he is a sim racer. And when I first followed him, he had about 400 subscribers, and then his channel just blew up, and it's because it's gaming. And he's on 40,000 subscribers now. But his channel's it blew up because of the content he's pushing out. But even he's been complaining recently that he's just not getting the watch hours that he used to get. And I think it is YouTube Shorts and the TikTok generation. I just believe that that's the future. They had Akon, if you know that American artist. Well, he was on British TV news just today, and he was talking about how when he started, you had to go out to, you know, clubs, bars, record companies, radio stations, but now it's all done through TikTok. He says you just release a song onto TikTok, and it gets picked up and it blows up. But the problem is with that, obviously, is there's more people doing it, so then you've got bigger competition, and that's kind of what he was saying. And I think it's the same with YouTube in some ways now. I think people are pushing towards shorts, or YouTube are pushing towards shorts because they see that, probably make more revenue through that, and YouTube, that is, not YouTube, not like us, but actual YouTube themselves probably make more money through shorts. I don't know. I don't fully understand it, guys. But so anyway, I'm over that 1,000. So thank you very much for everybody who's stuck with our channel. Because I do upload a vast mix of stuff, as you know. And I'm trying to get the 4,000 watch hours. And it's a struggle, guys. I've got to be honest. I am struggling to do it. I'm still 700 hours short, but I'll just keep chipping away, and hopefully the watch hours will come. But we'll see how it goes. I can do as many shorts as I want. It's not going to help my channel though, because the hours are only based on your normal videos and normal uploads. So. Hopefully I'll get there in the end, but I've just got to keep chipping away at it. What I can tell you is I'm almost on 250,000 views. Actually, I can't believe I'm actually on 250,000 views. Now, I've got another friend, who I know in real life, who has a YouTube channel. And he had nearly 250,000 views on one video. But anyway, oh dear. So, 250,000 to me is mind blowing, really. I can't believe it. It's just so brilliant to have got that many views. I mean, I'd love to have one video to 250,000 views. That'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, 250,000 views overall is not too bad, I suppose. But like I've just said, I think my type of content, it's never going to get, I can't even push 50 views on some of my videos, guys. I wish I could, but yeah, I do struggle to get over 50 views on a video. If it's travel vlog, if it's like a walk around of a holiday park, then I do get the views, but over time, that is. But generally, I don't get any more than 50 views per video. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day. So yeah, that's that discussed. I'm almost there. I might do a little short just to say, yay, 250,000 views. We'll see. I'll probably get that by next week. I think I will. I think by the end of next week I'll have that viewing figure. So yeah, that's that. What else can we talk about, guys? Are you all ready for Christmas? Have you made any Christmas purchases yet in the Black Friday sales? Some of you definitely will have done, and some of you definitely won't. I have a couple of things. So I'm not going to go into details of what I've got my kids or what they're getting for Christmas off Santa, in case the children listen to this. So sorry kids, you'll have to wait till Christmas to see what Santa brings you. But I've got a couple of things. So the first thing is advent calendars. So I've got a question for you guys. If you're American or anywhere in Europe, do you do advent calendars? Because it's a question I've always wondered, and I've never known if this is a thing outside of England. Outside of the UK. Do you get advent calendars? Well, our local shop did an offer. Very rare to do this offer. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it before. And it's an advent calendar with beer in it. So a different beer for every day of the 24 days leading up to Christmas. So if you don't know what an advent calendar is, basically you have basically a box, and every day for now from the 1st of December to the 24th, you have a window that you can open. And most advent calendars have chocolate in them, but some have other things. I had one a couple of years ago that had cheese in it. Cheese. But I'll tell you what, I was like, cheese? When I got it, I was like, cheese? But you know what? It was brilliant. I kept it in the fridge. I had a different cheese every day, and I loved it. I love waking up to a different cheese. Anyway, so this advent calendar was a beer advent calendar. So this advent calendar's got a beer in for every single day. So it's brilliant. I had one yesterday that had peach in it. The one I've got today, I can't remember now. I've not drunk it yet. It's saving it for later. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's white chocolate and raspberry. It's a full can as well. It's not a little bit. It's a full can of beer. So yeah, I've got that, and I've also got a chocolate liqueur advent calendar. So yeah, quite like that as well. So yeah, I've got them. My wife's got a gin one. She's got a beer one as well. And then the kids have got what they've got. One's got a chocolate. They both got chocolate one, and they both also have a different one each. So one's got a football card one because he's obsessive with football and rugby, and the other one's got like some sort of toys in them, food toys in them. So yeah, we've all ended up with an advent calendar. Well, we've all got 2 advent calendars each this year. So, if you've made it this far into the podcast, thanks. That's absolutely awesome. If you've got an advent calendar, put in the comments what your advent calendar is, because I'm really curious to know. I sit here and I think, I wonder if anybody else has got an advent calendar. Oh, it's just us that do it. But yeah, put your answers below in the comments and just tell me if you've got an advent calendar, because I'd love to know what your advent calendar is. So yeah, so that's that. Now, about the Christmas present that I've got for myself. Okay, so I'm basically, and it's embarrassing to say this, but I'm obsessed with watching Viper 6 and his dashcam videos. I watch every single one I watch. I've followed him for ages, for years. I think on this channel probably for 2 years. Not sure, maybe a bit longer. But he doesn't know this, but I used to follow him before that on another channel that I had. And I've never told him this. I never used to talk on it. So, yeah. But anyway, I followed him for a while now, and I've always watched his dashcam videos, right? And he basically, the reason why I bought a dashcam is because of his videos. That's the only reason I bought my original dashcam. So I'm watching his uploads all the time. Now I've got a Nextbase dashcam, and in the UK, I don't know where else they're sold, but we do Nextbase ones, and I know Roman and Raymond, they've got a Nextbase one as well. And the Nextbase one I've got is a cheap one, but it's really good. And all you do when you're driving, you press a button. It's a big red button on the bottom of the dash cam, and it saves your recordings. And so I started doing my own. Like I went and bought one. I think it was £60 or something I paid for it. It was on offer. Pressed the red button and did my own recordings. But I know when I'm watching his uploads, okay Garmin, save recording. Okay Garmin, save recording, because he's got a Garmin one. Now, I've got a Garmin GPS which I use for geocaching, and I absolutely love it. And I've been nagging my wife for me to get a Garmin dashcam, and she's going, "Oh, it's just a waste of money. Why do you want that?" And I'm like, because I've got a really rubbish Chinese one. It's crap quality, and it's in the other car, and I want a Garmin in my main car. So anyway, in the end, we waited and we waited and waited. I waited for the Black Friday sales to come on. It got reduced, the one I wanted, so it's a Garmin 57. And then the wife got us blue light deal, so we actually got it for a lot cheaper, just over £100. So yeah, I can't really complain. At that price, it's a bargain. So yeah, she said you can have it for Christmas. So yeah, I've got it. But I'm not going to install it into my current car because, as some of you may know or some of you may not know, at some point in the future I have got a different car coming, because the current car that we drive as a family is going to be replaced with another car. So when I get the new car, which has been delayed because of the microchip crisis, I guess, it will go in that car. But who knows when that car's coming? I've been waiting since May, so it'll be some point next year. So yeah, the dash cam will be going in that new car. Now, I would love to have had a camper van. We did look at camper vans, but the prices of camper vans is just so extortionate now. It's just unbelievable. There's no way we could afford one. The only way now I'm ever going to get a camper van is if we win the lottery, which I must point out I don't enter. I do a syndicate at work, so I'll be sharing it. Or I win the premium bonds, which is not a lot of money in that, trust me. Or my YouTube channel blows up and I manage to make enough money to buy one. And I can't see that ever happening either. I can't even get monetized, so, let alone make enough for a camper van. I mean, what do you need, like 20,000 subscribers just to make a couple £100 a month? Well, that's never going to happen, is it? So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll get one, but it won't be anytime soon. So yeah, that's about it really, guys. I just want to say massive thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. Oh, I did mention on the channel that I am going for an operation soon. I don't know what's happening with that, guys. I've been for my pre-op, so it should have been happening anytime now, but I've heard nothing. So, and the nurses are all going on strike soon, so will it be this time? Will it be before Christmas? I don't know. But yeah, so when that happens, I'll be out of action for a couple of weeks, guys. For me personally, it is quite a substantial operation I'm having. I don't really want to go into details of it. But yeah, it is happening fairly soon. It's got to happen. I've got to have this operation. So yeah. So that's happening. So I'll be out of action for a couple of weeks. I certainly won't be going out walking. Let's put it that way. However, I will try and reply to comments if I'm up to it. I will. But yeah, hopefully that'll go okay, and I'll be through it. And a couple of weeks other side of it, we'll be back to normal. End of the day, I don't try and think about it too much because there's other stuff going off in the world that's far worse than me having an operation. Everything that's going off in Europe at the minute, especially with Ukraine, and other countries in Europe. So yeah, we're not going to go into that though. It's not what my channel's about, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this ramble. Should I call it a ramble? Because that's pretty much what I've done. I've rambled on for probably half an hour now. So yeah, don't forget, guys, to mention your favourite advent calendar. That'd be awesome in the comments. If you could, try and watch as much as possible of my videos to help me get my 4,000 watch hours. That'd be absolutely awesome. Hence the reason why I'm pumping out a video pretty much every day, is to just try and get the watch hours, up. I'll probably slow it down next year and just do less uploads. But so yeah, that's about it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching and being subscribed to the channel once again. And I hope I'll speak to you all very soon indeed. So thank you. Whatever you're doing, have a great day. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.